good evening. Today I'm going to talk about my hero Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple. Uh, I choose Steve Jobs because he is one of the most influential people in modern history. He changed the way we use technology in our daily lives. Thanks to vision, today we can communicate faster, work more efficiently, access information easily. What makes him truly special is not only his success, but also his mindset. He believed in thinking different. He also said, think different, and he proved it through his actions. For me, Steve Jobs is not just a businessman, but a symbol of creativity, perseverance, and passion. Background and description. Steve Jobs was born on February 24, 1955 in San Francisco, California. He was adopted shortly after his birth by a humble family. Despite not having a privileged childhood, he grew if he grew up in an environment that encouraged curiosity and learning. From a young from a young age, he showed interest in electronics and design. He liked to understand how things worked and how they could be improved. In 1976, together with his friend Steve Wozniak, he founded Apple in a small garage. At time, at that time, had they had limited resources, but they had a big dream to bring computers to ordinary people. The first products were simple but innovative. Slowly, Apple began to grow. However, success did not come easily. In 1985, Steve Jobs was removed from Apple, the company he had created. This moment could have destroyed his career, but instead it became a turning point in his life. He later, he later said that behind fire was one of the best things that happened to him because it allowed him to start again. After that, he founded a new company called Next and also invested in Pixar. Pixar became one of the most successful animation studios in the world, creating movies like Toy Story. Years later, Apple bought Next, and Steve Jobs returned to the company. This marked the beginning of a new era for Apple. Qualities and actions. Steve Jobs had many qualities that made him extraordinary. First, he was incredibly creative. He didn't just want to make products that worked. He wanted them to be beautiful, simple, and user friendly. Second, he had a strong perseverance even when he failed or faced research. He continued, he continued moving forward. He never gave up of his dreams. Third, he was very passionate about his work. He believed that people should love what they do. This, this passion was reflected in every product he created. Another important quality was his leadership. He knew how to inspire people and build strong teams. Among his most important achievements are products like the iPhone, the iPad, the iPod, and the Mac computers. These inventions completely changed industries such as communication, music, and computing. For example, before the iPhone, phones were very limited. After its creation, smartphones become an essential parts of lives. He also contributed to the development of digital animation through Pixar, chan- changing the entertainment industry. His impact on society is enormous. He didn't just create products, he created experience and new ways of thinking. Personal connection. Steve Jobs has had a strong influence on my life. He inspires me to never give up, even when things are difficult. His story teaches me that failure is not the end, but a step towards success. One of the most important lessons I learned from him is to follow my passion. He said the only way to do great work is to love what you do. This quote motivated me to choose a career that I truly enjoy and to always give my best. He also inspires me to think creatively and not be afraid of being different. In a world where many people try to follow the same path, he showed that being unique can lead to great achievements. In my academic life, I tried to apply his mindset by being responsible, innovative, and persistent. In conclusion, Steve Jobs is a great example of perseverance, creativity, and innovation. He shows he showed us that success is not easy, but is possible if we believe in ourselves and continue working hard. I believe everyone needs a hero like him because he inspires us to dream big, take risks and never give up. Steve Jobs changed the world, and his legacy continues to inspire millions of people today. For all these reasons, he is my hero. Thank you very much for your attention.